What's up guys, Zobs the Water here, bringing you a battle with my 3rd generation Little Cup team this week. And looking at my opponent's team, threats right off the bat, Mankey, which is a scarfed physical attacker with close combat, never a good sign. Apom, which can use technician fakeouts and other technician attacks, which are quite annoying. Tentacle, which is a special wall, which can set up hazards as well as spin them away. And while not exactly a threat, something noteworthy is Onyx, which is pretty fast, can set up hazards, and has access to taunt. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get to the battle. So my opponent today is ShadowArty, who we just set up this battle through Skype. I'm usually setting up most of my battles through Skype nowadays since the Smog on Wifi-Battle finder's down. Starting off, I'm going to start off with my Wolf Link, expecting to have to Volt Switch, as he starts off with his Marissa, his Apom, and goes straight for the U-turn as I go into my pot, predicting the fake out. However, early predictions are early, and he predicts that, goes for the U-turn, and my pot takes some nice heavy damage. So I'm going to go into my Dreidel as he brings out Mankey as He-Man, and he goes for Ice Punch, and, you know, that's not really a prediction, that was actually kind of a safe move, considering it would hit my Lily and my Ball Toy, effectively. So I go into my 5-star dinner, knowing that he's locked, well, he's probably locked into it, except he gets the freeze with the Ice Punch. God fucking damn it! And he's forced to switch out, as I just kind of wait to see if I thaw out, which it does not happen, and he goes into his Rapist Tentacle. So now I'm going to save it for fodder and switch into my Scrappy, my Talo. And now he's going to set up a Toxic Spikes, which I'm going to have to spin away. As I go for the U-turn, predicting him to switch, however he does not switch, which means I'm going to go into my pot, predicting the Scald, because that's pretty much what the only other thing he'd go for in this situation. So despite my poison, I do get the special attack boost. He's going to pull back and go into his Batman, his Zubat, as I'm going to go for the recover off quite a lot of HP. It was really nice, so after that setback, it's back up to a really good amount of HP, as he's going to go for the Brave Bird, which does quite a bit, pretty much takes away all I recovered, and I'm going to go for the Ancient Power to just clean knock it out thanks to that special attack boost I got. So after poison damage, I'm going to need to recover again, but I can't really do it with this He-Man here, definitely outspeeding me, and definitely going to take me out. So he goes for a U-turn as I switch in my 5-star dinner as fodder. However, you know, even while frozen, Corefish is a massive tank. And here, you know, despite me just using it for fodder, it actually it's proving to be a good pivot switch. So I'm going to go into my Scrappy, take the Giga Drain as I predicted he would, and as he switched into his Tentacle. And now I'm going to go for a Facade as he switches into his Onyx. And, you know, even for an Onyx, that's a really good amount, a 4th, I think, to do to an Onyx. So I'm going to go for a U-turn, which is a good hit, neutral damage, I think. As he goes for a Stealth Rocks as I switch into my 5-star dinner, because I think that, you know, whatever, this is a good chance to either dethaw or kill him. He goes for the Dragon Tail, and my god, 5-star dinner, you will not die. He survives with 1 HP on the Dragon Tail, as I'm able to go for a Rapid Spin on his Onyx, and he's going to Dragon Tail me out again. So things are looking up as I get dragged out into my Starbuck. So hazards are gone. He goes into his Tentacle as I go for the Water Spout. I really should have predicted it and like gone for the HP Grass, because that still would have killed Onyx. But alas, hindsight is 20/20. So I switch out into my 5-star dinner, which is going to die to the Giga Drain. 1% crit, or 1 HP crit. You know, can't beat that. As I'm going to pull back into my Wolf Link. So now, fearing the Volt Switch or Thunderbolt or Electric Knight move, he's going to switch into his Ebonics as I just go for the Switcheroo, because I really wanted to cripple that wow, Tentacle. And his Onyx ends up taking it, so I go into my Dreidel knowing that he's going to be locked into a move, and I take very minimal amount from that Stone Edge. I can go for the Stealth Rocks, and I'm just going to leave it in as fodder, considering I don't need it anymore. I mean, his Onyx is choice locked, so it can't really do anything. So he's going to go into his sell his, what is it? Not Duosion, well, the name escapes me, right? Solosis, there we go. As I switch into my Scrappy, knock it out, wow, with a Facade as he switches into his He-Man. So I'm going to go into my pot as fodder, unfortunately, as he goes for the punishment, which he actually takes, but dies to poison damage, oh well. And I'm going to go into my Wolf Link, considering I know I can take the punishment, and I would love to get rid of that thing's Choice Scarf. So I go for the Switcheroo as he switches into his Ebonics, and I am not afraid of this thing. I'm just going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. I know it's going to KO, and, you know, down goes his Onyx. So he's going to go into his Rape now, and I can't do anything now that I'm locked into Hidden Power Ice. I'm going to switch into my Starbuck, because I didn't think he'd go for the Giga Drain. I really didn't. I mean, he could have gone for it, but I didn't think he would. And I pull a double into my Wolf Link, predicting him to go for a Giga Drain now, so I can actually Volt Switch out, considering his Onyx is gone. So he pulls back, goes into his Marisa, his Apom, as I go for the Volt Switch, and, you know, at this point, now that my Whalmer has lost HP, Starbuck can't really do that much with Water Spout, so I don't mind sending in against a Fake Out, because it's still a good Scarfer. So he's going to pull back his Marisa again and go into his Rape as I go for the Hydro Pump, but I really should have gone for the Hidden Power Grass. I really should have. There was no reason not to. I mean, Apom is really frail as it is. He already took damage from Wolf Link. I could have gone for it. So he's going to go for the Scald. It's going to bring me down to 3 and get the burn, which means I'm going to live on 1 HP, thankfully. So he's going to pull back again, go into his Marisa again, and I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. So goodbye, Apom. And I'm going to have to switch out here. And now I can't pull a U-turn into it. I cannot. He will die from residual damage. So he's going to go into his He-Man, his Mankey, as I pull back and go into my Starbuck, as I was predicting the Ice Punch. However, he goes for the U-turn, which was a nice prediction on his part, and goes into his Tentacle. So now I finally just decide to go for the Hidden Power Grass, but it's a little late now. It still does a pretty good amount, but it was with a crit. So he's going to knock me out with the Giga Drain, and I'm going to switch into my Wolf Link and just go for the Volt Switch, considering, well, if I had gone into my Tailo and gone for U-turn, which wouldn't be very effective and not a good idea, Wolf Link would have died to the burn. So I send out Scrappy, he's down to his Mankey, and I do have the Quick Attack, but it's not going to be enough to knock him out from that range. So I go for the Quick Attack, hoping for the crit, however it's not going to work. He goes for the Ice Punch, knocks me out, and now all I have left is my Wolf Link, which is Scarfed, versus his Mankey, which is Scarfed, and now it's down to a speed tie. Who will win? Who will emerge victorious? Who? Who? I'll leave that to your imagination. Thanks for that battle, ShadowArty. It was a really good game, and I guess if you guys want to figure out who won that battle, you'll just have to go visit my opponent's channel now, won't you? So, with that out of the way, let's get to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, I've got some more news besides school starting up. I actually had a job interview recently. Hopefully it went well. And if I do manage to get the job, it doesn't look like it'll interfere with my schedule, but I have no idea yet. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed that battle, and I will see you guys next time. Like that video? Why don't you hit the like button or maybe subscribe to my channel? Or better yet, check out the artists who make this all possible.